It is tempting if the only tool that you have is a hammer to treat everything as if it were a nail, says Abraham Maslow in his book Toward a Psychology of Being. Sometimes in our lives, we are exactly in this situation, to see every situation as a problem. And then what do? Well, most of the time we try to solve it with a hammer. But is there a better way? Is there something we can do in order to learn how to approach a problem from a different angle, from a different perspective that doesn't involve pain, frustration, and or even a big hammer? I'm Aurelian, and this is Studylia Audio Experience. This is the place where we exercise our minds so they become faster, stronger, better. If you like our content, smack that like button, subscribe to our channel, and join the notification squad. Trust me, it's worth it. From the very first day we are born until the very last day of our lives, we have to deal with problems. That's the truth. Some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller, and some are simply impossible. First few problems that we have in life are related to our brains. We cannot see properly, we can't understand the world around us, we cannot talk, cannot walk, we can't even crawl or move. Our brain is simply not able to deal with these problems. But here's the beautiful part. All the children that are not born with a physical condition will sooner or later figure out the world around them. They will find a way to talk, move, crawl, walk. So, in time, we actually solve these problems. From this point of view, we can say that we are problem solvers by nature. We have the skill within us. However, as we grow, we realize that it's harder and harder to solve problems. Some people even think that the problems grow as they grow. They become bigger and bigger as they age. In truth, the only thing that actually changes is people's mindset. The problems don't wait for us to reach a certain age and then decide to come our way. They are simply there for us to discover and deal with them. But why is this happening? Why do we see problems as big and scary? Because everything starts and ends with our mindset, and our mindset changes in time. When we are young, we solve problems by experimenting and playing. We see problem as a way to have fun, to enjoy. If the problem is too big, we ask for help or we simply let it go and move to the next game. For a child, life is too short to deal with a problem they cannot solve. But for an adult, this is not always the case. As we grow, we tend to see problems not as opportunities to have fun and learn, but as things that can go wrong. They become scary and we become afraid. We are afraid to fail, afraid not to find a solution, afraid to ask for help, and this list can go on. But can we actually do something about it? The short answer is yes. We can change our mindset and then everything changes with it. Problem solving is one of the most important skills we can get. And just like any other skills, it can be learned. The good news is that we already have it. The bad news is that we need to practice it in order to develop it. Now, take a moment and think about this. Do you know what is the number one mistake people make when they face a problem? They do not solve the problem before the problem. Does this sound weird? Yes, because most of the time we don't know that there is a problem before any problem. And the first problem that we need to solve is our mindset. Now, if you have to deal with a problem at any point in life, it's better to see it as an opportunity. It's your chance to fix it. A negative attitude towards a problem only makes it worse. Negative thinking is an amplifier by nature. It makes things appear to be bigger, scarier, and worse than they actually are. So, here are some steps anyone can follow in order to develop their problem-solving skills. 1. Always check your attitude first. The goal is to see all the problems as opportunities for you to learn and grow. 2. Start the solving process with an I can do it attitude. 3. Ask enough questions to understand what caused the problem. 4. Ask more questions to understand the context in which that problem is. 5. After you understand the problem and the context, ask yourself if that is actually a problem or not anymore. And this is really interesting because once we understand the context and the problem that was initially, sometimes we discover that is not actually a problem, it's something that we misunderstand. 6. If it is a problem, then generate a set of ideas to solve that problem. Put them on a piece of paper. Don't hold back anything. Put everything down. 7. If you have no idea, ask somebody else. The internet is filled with people always willing to help and share their ideas. If you don't trust people on the internet, then try to ask the experts in that domain that have had to deal with that problem in the past. 8. Sort these ideas. On top of the list, put the one that you think are the best. 9. Put together a plan and start working on it. Don't wait. Start working on it. 10. If an idea fails, make sure that you understand why that idea failed. Then move on to the next. This is maybe the most important step because it involves learning. So when we fail, when an idea fails, always try to understand why and learn from it. 11. If all the ideas failed and you still did not find a solution, ask for help again. Search for new ideas and start over. Now, imagine how many things you can learn following this process. On Studylia, we believe that this is the best way to learn anything. Have a positive attitude, solve interesting and amazing challenges with the help of others. Connect, interact, share, and solve problems. We have an early access program that you can join right now. Help us build the next generation learning platform. Join today and let's build the future together. And remember, it's in your nature already to be a problem solver.